I just want to go on record as saying that I don't approve whatsoever what you did to Shawn Michaels. How could you do that, man? To a friend. To a man who helped you get where you are today. How could you do that? Seth, once you're in my position, you're going to understand that it's just business. Shawn wasn't working out. I cut him from my group. My inner circle, he's gone. You, Seth, are the future, not Shawn Michaels. Anyway, that situation is not your concern. Your concern is defending your championship. Your concern is winning the Royal Rumble. As a matter of fact, I've taken the liberty of drawing you a number, but I guess we don't really need it because, Seth, I am giving you the coveted number 30 spot. I don't want it. Excuse me? I don't want things being handed to me. This is exactly what I was talking about last week, Commish. You know, they said I didn't beat Finn Balor on my own. I had to prove them wrong by beating Edge. And there are still people saying that I shouldn't be champion right now. There are still people saying I shouldn't be the man in this company. Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I don't want any special treatment anymore. I'm trying to carve my own path. So with all due respect, I can't accept the number 30 spot. I'm sorry. Well, you seem sure. So you're right, Seth. It should be random. And by the way, the number I picked out for you, it's number 1. You always say how you're number 1, Seth. Now you can prove it. Good luck. We are only one episode away from the Royal Rumble, and as 30 wrestlers prepare for one of the biggest nights of their careers, we await to find out who will be going to WrestleMania, who will be challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship, and as a matter of fact, who will be leaving the Royal Rumble with the heavyweight title in their clutches. We're going to find out then. But tonight, the night before the Rumble, we have so much going on, including a blockbuster 6-man tag, the tag team champions, the Riot Squad, set to take on the returning Lucha Dragons, and more importantly, this is Rey Mysterio's first match back in 4 years. And it's an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal in preparation for the Rumble. Who is going to be number 30 in that matchup? Number 30 will have the best chance of winning, and the winner of that battle royal will go on to be number 30 in the Rumble. And it appears as if Shawn Michaels cannot catch a break. Tonight, mid-days before he has to challenge for the world title against CM Punk, he has to go one-on-one with the Samoan Beast himself, Roman Reigns, and you gotta believe that the commissioner was instrumental in putting that matchup together, because he doesn't want Shawn Michaels to win the title. He has very much hitched his horse to CM Punk, and here comes the other man involved in this huge world title situation, the other commissioner, Stone Cold Steve Austin. At the Royal Rumble, Stone Cold is going to be the guest referee in the title match, and what does he have to say right now?
This is not only the last episode before the draft, this is also the last episode until the Royal Rumble. And at that event, the road to WrestleMania begins. And it is a time where the wrestlers step up their game. The young hungry cats in the back fight and scratch and claw for the opportunity to headline WrestleMania and challenge the champion. And I know that the 30 men in that Royal Rumble are all going to be giving it their all to make sure they are the ones that headline WrestleMania. But that's not all at the Royal Rumble. I myself will be stepping into a ring, not to wrestle, but to officiate. Last week on Metal, I showed up the commissioner by showing him to be the jackass that he is, signing the contract to be the referee for the heavyweight title clash between Shawn Michaels and the champion CM Punk.
Well before Stone Cold can get out another word, speak of the devil, here he is. The world champion, CM Punk, who has been trying to get on the good side of the commissioner, successfully I might add, and he is also looking to defend that title successfully against the man he used to call his ally, Shawn Michaels. At the Royal Rumble, Michaels has the chance to get revenge, but what has Punk got to say to Austin?
How dare you address me in that fashion? How dare you even interfere in my business? I was fine with you being the commissioner when you first waltzed in here, but now you're starting to interfere with the talent. And let me emphasize the phrase talent. CM Punk is the best wrestler in the world today. I am the best on this microphone, in this ring. Nobody can touch me. There is a reason that the commissioner has hitched his horse to this wagon, because I am the workhorse. My back is sore from carrying this damn company for a whole year. Now that I'm the champion, ratings are up, merch money is up, and business is booming. When the draft happens, and you and the commissioner have to fight over the shows, I can tell you that Metal is going to be the superior brand. Do you know why? Because CM Punk is going to be on it. Do you know why I know CM Punk's going to be on Metal? Because I know that Stone Cold Steve Austin doesn't have the balls to try and contain CM Punk. You don't have the balls to try and control what I say. You don't have the balls to control what I do. That is why I can beat up Shawn Michaels. I can beat up anybody I want, and you can't control it. I believe you when you say you're going to try and call the title match at the Rumble between myself and Shawn down the middle, because it will hurt your image if it doesn't. It'll hurt your image if you don't referee that fight fairly. Stone Cold Steve Austin is dead. I don't recognize who this guy is anymore. You're an office stooge, a puppet for the board. Wherever I end up, whether I'm on your show or I'm not, I'm going to be your worst nightmare. I am the champion of this company for a reason. And if Shawn wants to dispute that, good luck to him. He can try, but at the Royal Rumble, he is going to fail. I don't want to take up too much more of your time, sir, but listen to me. If you screw me out of my championship, if by some miracle I do not walk out of the Royal Rumble as the champion, there is going to be hell to pay. And if you do not count Shawn Michaels' shoulders to the mat, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to see fit that I make your life a freaking nightmare. All I have to say, Punk, is if you get out of line, I'ma stun your ass, and that's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
Well, Austin is not going to be taking any of Punk's BS. Yes, he's the champion, but to Stone Cold, he doesn't care. He is calling that match right down the middle, in spite of a hatred of CM Punk. And CM Punk can suck up to the commissioner all he likes. It was this past week on Metal where his plan backfired. The commissioner isn't going to be the referee, it is going to be Austin. And if anybody steps out of line, they're getting their ass a stunner. The power struggle before the draft is already on display here tonight, featuring the Commissioner and Stone Cold Steve Austin. First of all, the Commissioner trying to gain favour with Seth Rollins, only to be pushed back. And then CM Punk coming to the ring, confronting the referee for his match at the Rumble opposite Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold Steve Austin, saying that if he does not walk out of the Rumble as the champion, then Stone Cold's life is going to be a living nightmare. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to No Limits Wrestling, the final episode before the draft and the final episode before the Rumble. And speaking of the Rumble, we thought we had our number 30 in the bag, but it turns out that Seth Rollins is not going to be number 30. Rollins doesn't want to be pampered by the Commissioner, so therefore he accepted the luck of the draw, which just so happened to be the number 1 entrant, the worst possible entrant you can get. But tonight Seth Rollins' attention focuses on a formerly undefeated Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle. Last week, Rollins was in a match against Daniel Bryan when Kurt Angle, furious about losing to Daniel Bryan at Insurgents, hit an Angle slam on the man who ended his unbeaten run. It was then Seth Rollins to the rescue, helping Daniel Bryan fight off Kurt Angle, and that is why tonight 2 of the men in the Royal Rumble are going to square off. It was later on that evening that we found out the Commissioner encouraged Kurt Angle to go out to ringside to apparently help Seth Rollins, but that backfired. Are we going to see an interference-free contest tonight? Let's go to ringside and find out. Angle and Rollins, it's a match that many have dreamed of. And we're seeing it right now live before the Rumble. And two of the men arguably favourites in the Royal Rumble match, at least they were before the draw. But look at that power! And the speed in which Angle locked those hips and delivered a belly-to-belly suplex. Seth Rollins, there's a kick by Rollins to the skull of Angle, and he's going to want to conserve his energy, considering he's going to have to go the distance if he wants to win the Rumble. And now Rollins, here you go! Through the ropes, flying in midair, and connecting with a tope. Kurt Angle has only suffered one loss in this company. Is he about to suffer a second? Rollins versus Angle will continue after this break.
The most intense battle in company history. To the last man standing goes the spoils. 30 wrestlers, one opportunity of a lifetime to headline WrestleMania and get an opportunity to become No Limits Wrestling Heavyweight Champion of the world. Who will be the last man standing? NLW presents the third Royal Rumble.
We are back live. Angle up in the suplex, but turns it over into a German. And you saw the way that Seth Rollins' body collapsed. Rollins took control during the break, but that was the moment that Angle needs to get back into the contest. And following the suplex, goes straight into a headlock. And Kurt Angle looking to avenge the loss he suffered at Insurgents, the first loss he suffered in this company, to Daniel Bryan, and catches the leg. But an enziguri by Seth Rollins rocks Angle's head, and the former Olympic gold medalist on the back foot. Rollins goes after him with a sling blade. And Angle trying to regroup. Both of these men were heavy favourites heading into the Royal Rumble, but Seth Rollins, after the announcement that he's going to be number one in that match, he's probably less so a favourite now. But looks for a good showing here tonight. Sunset flip maybe into a powerbomb, but then went for the ankle lock and got kicked away. And now Angle goes behind it again, and a second German suplex. This time lands him on his neck, and Kurt Angle looking for the ankle lock that has made so many men tap out in the past, but has not made Daniel Bryan tap out. A confidence boost this would certainly be if we were able to make Seth Rollins tap out. And Rollins trying to hang on in there, but he does. And he gets to the ropes in the nick of time, but immediately picks him back up for a third German, but goes behind. Rainmaker into the V-trigger. Here's the cover. A hook of the leg, but a kick out by Angle. Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion, in a non-title match here tonight, who is going to want to conserve some energy for the Rumble, considering he's going to be number one. And now look for the frog splash, but gets turned around, reversal into a pin, and a kick out of the cradle. And Rollins back to his feet. And a roundhouse kick. Angle down. And goes for the curb stomp. Or at least a fully one for the curb stomp. But Angle moved his head ever so slightly. And now has the ankle held in the centre of the ring. Nowhere to go for Rollins. And it may be just as wise to tap out. Kurt Angle back into winning ways, making Seth Rollins tap out. The Intercontinental Champion, and look at this. He's not letting go of the hold. Oh, but look who it is. What the hell is JBL doing out here? That's the Commissioner's lawyer. And looks into the eyes of Seth Rollins. And Rollins is well wondering what he is doing out here. And this must be part of the Commissioner's plan to try and help out Seth Rollins. And if Rollins was in that ankle lock any longer, he may have had his ankle broken. May owe JBL a favour after this, but JBL clearly sent out here at the behest of the Commissioner. But what is going on? Is the Commissioner really trying to help Seth Rollins at this point, or is he merely trying to psych him out? Who knows, but you want to talk about psyching people out. Bray Wyatt has been doing that for years, and since becoming King of the Ring, he has sat atop his throne this past week on Metal, and also the week before, stating that he would soon become the heavyweight champion, and that Sting, who's been looking down in the rafters for months, would be punished if he ever stepped foot in the ring. Also last week, Rosemary appeared in the arena for the first time, and displayed her gang, a sideshow in fact, 3 monsters, Kamala, Braun Strowman and Luke Harper, saying that she would pick one of them to enter the Royal Rumble match and hopefully win. Earlier tonight there was a showcase match between the 3 members of the Sideshow and the 3 members of the Wyatt family, Kane and the Brood, and as Rosemary and Bray Wyatt were watching on, this matchup quickly descended into chaos. Bray Wyatt has been considered a dark horse entering the Rumble, but there you see, he is tonight letting his Brood and his family fight his battles for him. And Rosemary, a win for the Sideshow here tonight, would see her group getting a lot of momentum heading into the Rumble. She said she would pick one of their team to enter the Rumble, but Kane has Strowman by the throat. But now the power of Strowman. Oh, what's this? What is... Who keyed up Brock Lesnar's music? Why is his music on? There he is! And Lesnar has no business out here. What is he doing? Good grief! And oh my god, a belly to belly. Throwing Paul Burchill over the top. Another German to Luke Harper. And what is going on? There are bodies flying left and right. And picks up Kamala for the powerbomb. A dominant display against Batista at Insurgents, a dominant display against Finn Balor last week, and tonight, here's the F5 onto Kane. The big red machine is down, and 6 men have been laid to waste at the hands of Brock Lesnar. A dominant display by Lesnar yet again here tonight, and now looks into the eyes of the King of the Ring, and also looks into the eyes of the monster among men, Braun Strowman, as Rosemary holds him back. Lesnar will be one of the 30 entering the Royal Rumble along with Bray Wyatt and one of the Sideshow. And tonight, Lesnar showing he can throw men over the top rope as easy as that. We are looking at a favourite undoubtedly, but in our next part, another huge matchup, 6-man tag, the Riot Squad taking on the returning Lucha Dragons, and the first match for Rey Mysterio in nearly 4 years. That is going to be huge, but also a preview of the Rumble, an over-the-top rope Battle Royale. The winner gets the number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble. All that and more coming up soon. Don't miss it. Matt, I gotta be honest, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I can do this without screwing it up, Matt. What have I taught you throughout these past few weeks? I have told you to delete those negative feelings you have for yourself, Brother Nero. I have told you to focus for a reason. You will be facing 29 others, all gunning for the same opportunity at Wrestling Unlimited's WrestleMania. There is not one of those 29 that can beat you on your best day. The only person that can beat you, Brother Nero, is you. You take these unnecessary risks. You keep acting like a spot monkey, and it must stop. Matt, you know it's all I know. I know, Brother Nero. That is why I've shown you your past, I've highlighted the flaws in your program, and now you need to apply what you've learned and focus in on the biggest night of your career. I want you to enter that Royal Rumble, and I want you, no, I need you to win. I know you can do it. Your loyal fans know you can do it. After all, they recognize us as the greatest team in all of time and space. But the one person that's going to stand in your way is you, Brother Nero. We shall have a wonderful celebration when you do win. Your victory will be intoxicating. Take what you've learned and flourish. Oh, yes.